Good morning, y'all. Top of the AM. Headed out to my son's sentencing hearing today. I'm hoping and praying that the judge gives him or shows him some mercy and some leniency and free him today. I need y'all to pray out for me. Let me pray for Blueface and let him out today. Free Blueface. Let the famous free. Yeah, all right.
Blueface, the rapper known for his breakout hit Thotiana, is facing a dramatic turn in his life as he reacts to his new life sentence. How did this unexpected twist come about, and what does it mean for his future? In this video, we'll explore the circumstances leading to this significant development and Blueface's response to this new chapter in his life. Blueface is back in the courtroom after a serious incident involving a young man who made a joke about his vehicle. This situation escalated outside a Las Vegas strip club, leading to Blueface facing charges related to this event. He recently pleaded guilty to 2 charges, which has kept him in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Now Blueface has reacted to his prison sentence after admitting to the charges. He turned himself in for breaking his probation, and this might be a significant setback for his career and freedom. Jonathan Porter, better known as Blueface, a Los Angeles native, has recently been sentenced for violating his probation terms. This probation stemmed from a 2021 incident where he assaulted a security guard at a North Hollywood lounge. The altercation, which involved physical violence against the security personnel, led to criminal charges and a probationary period. The recent sentencing highlights the ongoing legal troubles Blueface faces. His original probation was a result of this serious 2021 incident, and his failure to follow the probation terms, due to continued involvement in violent events or other prohibited actions, has led to further legal consequences. This new sentence complicates Blueface's already troubled legal situation and serves as a stark reminder of the repercussions of not adhering to court-ordered conditions. As he continues to deal with these legal challenges, the cumulative impact of these issues could significantly affect both his personal life and his career in the music industry.
A rapper who goes by the name of Blueface appeared in court this morning. Police arrested Jonathan Jamal Porter yesterday at Lolo's Chicken and Waffles at the Hughes Center near Flamingo. A warrant was out for his arrest following a shooting that happened last month near Las Vegas Boulevard and Sunset. Porter's bail was set for $50,000. He is due back in court in January.
Blueface's manager, Wack 100, recently told TMZ Hip Hop that he had managed to postpone the rapper's sentencing for several years. Wack 100 explained that the legal team had successfully kept Blueface out of major trouble, despite his persistent legal issues. However, things took a drastic turn when Blueface was recently found with paraphernalia. This new offense left the judge with no option but to impose the maximum sentence allowed by his probation terms. The discovery of paraphernalia was a major breach of Blueface's probation terms, which already prohibited use. This violation left the court with no choice but to impose the maximum penalty allowed. Wack 100's remarks underscore the difficulties of dealing with the legal system, particularly when a client repeatedly gets into trouble. The judge's decision to enforce the harshest sentence shows how seriously the court takes these ongoing violations. It highlights that even the most skilled legal strategies can't overcome continuous rule-breaking. For Blueface, this development marks a crucial moment in his legal struggles, potentially affecting his future significantly. Wack 100 is hopeful about Blueface's prospects for an early release, estimating that the rapper could be back home in about 10 months. Wack's optimism is based on the expectation that Blueface will get credit for the 440 days he has already served. He also believes that California law might allow Blueface to serve only 1/3 of the remaining sentence, which would substantially shorten his time in prison. This scenario represents the most favorable outcome for Blueface, given the current situation. Blueface's ongoing legal troubles stem from a 2021 assault case at Skinny's Lounge in the San Fernando Valley, where he was placed on probation after an altercation with a security guard. Although he initially received leniency through probation, his continued legal issues, including the recent finding of paraphernalia, have now resulted in his current incarceration. Wack 100's optimistic projection provides some comfort to Blueface's fans and supporters, but it also underscores the fragile state of his legal situation. If Wack's predictions hold true, Blueface might see a substantial reduction in his sentence, potentially allowing him to return to his career and personal life sooner than anticipated. However, this outcome relies on several factors aligning favorably, including the court's agreement to grant the anticipated credits and reductions. In an emotional video shared online, Blueface's father struggled to hold back tears as he announced the news of his son's sentencing. The heartfelt moment highlighted the deep impact that the legal proceedings have had on Blueface's family, underscoring the personal toll of his ongoing legal troubles.
Good afternoon, y'all. Y'all can probably tell the results by the way I look. They gave me 4 years.
Blueface was arrested and booked into Van Nuys Jail on January 12, 2024, marking the start of his current period of incarceration. According to recent jail records, he is now being held at the Men's Central Jail in downtown Los Angeles. This transfer to a more secure facility highlights the gravity of his legal situation. At the Men's Central Jail, Blueface awaits the outcome of his legal battles, including the possibility of an early release as projected by his manager, WAC 100. While he remains hopeful for a reduced sentence, the seriousness of his current environment reflects the ongoing nature of his legal issues. As Blueface navigates this challenging time, the shift to a high-profile jail underscores the significant consequences of his recent offenses and the complex legal landscape he faces. Blueface's mother shared an emotional video message, tearing up as she reacted to the news of his 4-year sentence.
I'll try this one more time. I want to get on here and thank everybody for all the love and all the support today, all the prayers. I've seen all the prayers and I thank y'all so much. I don't want y'all to think that God didn't show up today, because he did. And if you was in the courtroom, you heard Jonathan take accountability. You heard Jonathan sound like Jonathan. He's in his right frame of mind. We didn't get the verdict that we wanted today, but we got some closure. We got new beginnings, and we're all hopeful for this to go by smooth and quickly. So thank you guys again for all the prayers and all the love and all the support.
The video of Blueface's father and mother's reaction adds a deeply emotional dimension to the story, reminding the public that behind the headlines and legal battles, there is a family profoundly affected by the consequences of his actions. The rapper's time in custody impacts not just his career, but also touches the personal lives of those closest to him. As Blueface remains incarcerated, his family, fans, and legal team are left to hope for the best possible outcome in the months ahead, balancing their concern with the hope that things may improve in the near future.
The mandatory issues, man. I see you on the other side.
Blueface's response after the court verdict reveals the weight of the charges he faced. Initially confronted with the serious charge of attempted, the stakes were incredibly high, and the potential for a severe sentence was a constant concern. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the gravity of the situation became increasingly apparent, making his response all the more significant.
If you fail to comply, a warrant for your arrest could issue. You would face extradition back to the state of Nevada from California or wherever else you may be found. You understand everything, Mr. Porter? Yes.
The public watched with bated breath as Blueface's case progressed, eager to see how the rapper would navigate the complex legal landscape. As the court date approached, intense negotiations between the legal teams led to a pivotal plea deal. This agreement significantly altered the trial's trajectory. Blueface's defense successfully negotiated with the prosecution to reduce the attempted charge to a probation-only sentence. This deal allowed Blueface to avoid a potential prison term of 2 to 5 years, provided he complied with the conditions of his probation.
If brought back here on any kind of probation violation, especially anything involving weapon, I will not hesitate to put you in prison for a significant period of time.
The courtroom was filled with tension as the judge outlined the terms of the plea deal. The defense argued that the agreement was a fair resolution, given the circumstances surrounding the incident. They portrayed Blueface as someone who felt threatened and acted out of a misguided sense of self-defense. However, the prosecution and the victim had a different perspective, emphasizing the gravity of the charges and the impact of Blueface's actions.
He doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't deserve to be out and walking around. He doesn't deserve any of that, honestly. But because he has a little bit of money and a little bit of a name, you guys are gonna give him that, and that's okay.
The victim's statement was a powerful moment in the proceedings, conveying a deep sense of disappointment and a belief that justice had not been fully served. The emotional testimony highlighted the personal impact of the incident and underscored the victim's feelings about the plea deal and the overall legal outcome.
Like I said, I'm completely disappointed in all of this.
In her defense, the judge sought to clarify to the victim that she was not trying to sway his opinion or engage in a dialogue with him. She emphasized that if the victim had other concerns or disagreements with the judgment, he could explore alternative legal avenues. Concluding her remarks, the judge affirmed that the court would proceed within its established parameters to resolve the matter.
I can assure you, I'm not giving anybody any breaks because of any status they have or money they have.
However, the judge sincerely conveyed that her verdict was delivered in accordance with the jurisdiction of the court system in which she operates. Blueface, who had maintained his composure throughout the trial, now stood with a look of relief as the verdict was announced. The aftermath of the Las Vegas shooting incident had left Blueface entangled in a complex web of legal challenges, and this moment marked a significant turning point in his ongoing struggle with the law.
I'm on house arrest. hopefully my next court date, I could be off house arrest if we can come to an agreement.
Despite the weight of his circumstances, Blueface remains resolute in his outlook. He expresses a desire for understanding and hopes for an agreement that could potentially lift the restrictions of his house arrest. With his next court date looming, it represents a beacon of hope amid a sea of uncertainty. The story takes an unexpected turn when Blueface claims that his plea deal, which keeps him under house arrest, was not driven by a quest for fame or fortune, but by love. He asserts that he made this legal sacrifice to protect his pregnant ex-girlfriend, Chrisean Rock, from facing prison. According to Blueface, this decision was not merely a legal strategy, but a personal sacrifice made out of love.
I had got into something at this casino where Rock hit this girl, and then I had to, play defense.
Blueface accepted the plea deal to prevent Chrisean Rock from facing jail time, stating, "I'm only on house arrest because I took all the charges for Rock," Blueface posted. "You think there is no warrant for her arrest? Why would I let her stay in my house when I'm stuck in another state, and I got my BM ready to drive me with the kids? Rock is out. Jaden is in. It's that simple. The best female is gone. Start none personal." I said no. I'll take the deal and plead guilty, cause her name is all in the work. He suggested that his actions were a protective measure for the mother of his unborn child, painting a picture of a man willing to endure legal consequences to shield his partner. This narrative added a layer of personal drama to the legal proceedings. The rapper's claims sparked a range of reactions. Some viewed Blueface as a figure of loyalty, admiring his willingness to go to great lengths for love. Others were skeptical, questioning the authenticity of his claims and the true dynamics of his relationship with Chrisean Rock. Public perception was divided, reflecting the complexity and intrigue surrounding the situation.
I let her be a mom, I'm gonna let her try to be a mom, let her do her best at it.
Blueface's significant other has become a crucial pillar in his life, not just as a romantic partner, but as someone who helps him navigate the complexities of his current reality. Together, they are redefining their approach to success, focusing on building a stable and secure future away from the unpredictability of past endeavors. The rapper's perspective on success has matured, with a newfound emphasis on shared goals and mutual support. Fatherhood has taken on a deeper meaning for Blueface amid adversity. The safety and well-being of his children are paramount, and the thought of potentially not being there to guide and protect them weighs heavily on his mind. His reflections on parenthood are marked by concern about the legacy he will leave and the role he will play in his children's lives as they grow. Although Blueface's legal troubles have cast a shadow over his family life, they have also acted as a catalyst for growth and a recommitment to his responsibilities as a partner and father. As he looks to the future, the rapper is driven by a desire for stability and a determination to overcome the challenges that confine him. The charges and sentence have become a frequent source of negative headlines for Blueface. Footage captures a dramatic scene where Blueface is forcefully pushed against a wall by law enforcement in the bustling streets of Los Angeles, with his ex-girlfriend present. This incident, which drew the attention of onlookers, starkly contrasts with Blueface's public persona, known for his chart-topping hits and distinctive offbeat style. He now finds himself caught in the grip of legal troubles, highlighting a challenging period in his life.
That's Blueface. The undercover cops just pulled up on him, bro. They got him.
The air was thick with tension as the crowd, a mix of confusion and concern, watched the scene unfold. The question on everyone's lips was, what did he do? This was no ordinary arrest. It was the moment when a music sensation found himself thrust into the harsh spotlight of controversy. Blueface, born Jonathan Porter, skyrocketed to fame in the late 2010s with his distinctive offbeat rapping style, quickly becoming a sensation in the hip-hop community. His rise was meteoric, with a larger-than-life persona and a rapidly expanding fan base. But beneath the glitz of his celebrity status, trouble was brewing. On what was meant to be another glittering night in Las Vegas, things took a dark turn. Outside a renowned strip club, a seemingly innocuous joke about Blueface escalated into a full-blown altercation. The situation quickly deteriorated when the man who made the joke was assaulted by members of Blueface's group. The conflict spilled outside, and when the man attempted to flee in his truck, Blueface, believing he was reaching for a weapon, fired shots. The truck was left riddled with bullet marks, and the man was wounded in his left hand. This incident, initially a brawl, rapidly became a high-profile criminal investigation, transforming into a saga of attempted. The gravity of the situation was undeniable, and the immediate implications for Blueface were significant. The rapper, once a chart-topping artist, now faced the harsh realities of the legal system. He was confronted with a potential prison sentence of 2 to 5 years for violating his probation terms, and the financial toll was equally severe. Blueface was ordered to pay over $14 million in restitution to the club, a staggering sum meant to cover lost revenue and damages. This financial blow threatened to unravel the stability that his rap career career had provided. As the case unfolded, the prosecution painted a picture of a man who let his temper get the best of him. In contrast, the defense portrayed a situation that spiraled out of control, leading to a momentary lapse in judgment. The courtroom drama reflected the complexity and high stakes of Blueface's legal battle, adding yet another chapter to his turbulent public life. After intense deliberation and careful consideration of the evidence, the court reached a surprising decision. Blueface was granted probation. The verdict was met with a collective gasp, as probation for a charge as serious as attempted was nearly unprecedented, especially given the circumstances of the case. The court's decision to grant probation was influenced by several factors, including Blueface's lack of prior convictions, his admission of guilt, and the context of the incident. This resolution provided the rapper with a second chance, allowing him to redirect his life without the burden of incarceration. Probation meant that Blueface could continue his music career, but he would now be under increased scrutiny. The terms of his probation required meticulous adherence to the law, placing every aspect of his life under a microscope. This case sparked a broader conversation about celebrities and their interactions with the legal system, serving as a touchstone for discussions on the intersection of fame, behavior, and accountability. Questions arose about the treatment of high-profile figures in the legal system and the implications of probation versus incarceration. The verdict highlighted the delicate nature of public image and the repercussions of impulsive actions. Blueface's journey through the legal system underscores that celebrity status does not exempt one from facing legal consequences and navigating the complexities of the law. Blueface's legal troubles began with a significant incident in November 2018 when he was arrested for a vehicle-related shooting. This early brush with the law foreshadowed more challenges to come. In 2019, he faced felony gun charges after a traffic stop led to the discovery of a loaded, unregistered handgun in his possession. The legal difficulties continued to mount, with his probation following a 2021 altercation at Skinny's Lounge in the San Fernando Valley. What began as a scuffle with a nightclub bouncer quickly escalated into a series of legal complications, including and assault charges. This situation led to a probation sentence with strict conditions that Blueface struggled to adhere to. Despite his efforts to maintain his career, releasing new tracks and engaging with fans, Blueface's legal problems persisted. The turning point came in early 2024 when disputes involving his children's mothers, Chrissy Rock and Jaden Alexis, spilled into the legal arena. These personal disputes led to probation violations, resulting in Blueface's current incarceration. On January 12, 2024, Blueface voluntarily surrendered at the Men's Central Jail in Los Angeles for violating his probation. Police documents obtained by XXL reveal that he will remain incarcerated until summer, with a scheduled release date of July 2, 2024. In a video recorded as he headed to court, Blueface expressed, "Handling some mandatory issues," Blueface said in the clip as he walked inside the building. "I'll see you on the other side." Cameras followed the rapper as he passed through his security screening, where he added, "Only a real player would go to jail, looking like he finna go to the Himalayas." According to Carissa Saffold, Blueface's mother, the latest legal troubles are linked to incidents involving his children's mothers, Chrissy Rock and Jaden Alexis. These personal disputes have played a significant role in the current legal predicament. Notably, Chrissy Rock accompanied Blueface when he turned himself in, highlighting the personal stakes and ongoing drama surrounding his legal situation. "Lord knows our hearts are praying for Jonathan," Saffold wrote on her Instagram story. "Jaden got him one charge. Rock got him the one that violated the other. That's why it's so quiet, praying everyone understands now why I didn't want them together. Because parents want what's best for their children. I love them all, but not together. Praying for everyone to listen to their parents." Last year, Blueface narrowly avoided imprisonment in connection with a shooting incident in Las Vegas on October 8, 2022. After accepting a plea deal in June 2023, he received a 5-year suspended sentence. The trial revealed key evidence, including surveillance footage of the altercation outside a strip club, which played a pivotal role in the proceedings. The courtroom was charged with anticipation as the trial progressed, with the public eagerly awaiting the outcome. In a dramatic turn of events, Blueface and his legal team opted to change their strategy, deciding to plead guilty. This move was made to mitigate the severe consequences of a conviction for attempted. The charges were reduced to shooting at an occupied structure and discharging a firearm into a vehicle or craft. When Blueface admitted guilt, the atmosphere in the courtroom shifted dramatically. His usual confident demeanor was replaced by a subdued response, reflecting the gravity of the situation. The judge considered the implications of the plea as the legal focus moved from proving guilt to determining an appropriate sentence. The prosecution argued for a punishment that matched the seriousness of the charges, while the defense sought leniency, citing Blueface's lack of prior convictions and his contributions to music. The sentencing phase brought questions about the rapper's future, whether he could rebuild his career, or if this plea marked the end of his success. The music industry, once quick to embrace Blueface, now watched with caution. Record labels, collaborators, and venues faced the dilemma of balancing the rapper's talent with the potential backlash of associating with a convicted felon. The implications for his career were significant, with upcoming projects and endorsements hanging in the balance. The guilty plea also affected Blueface's personal life, testing relationships with family and friends. The contrast between his public image and personal reality became starkly apparent. His once bold persona now faced the shadow of legal consequences, highlighting themes of redemption and fallibility. As Blueface navigates the aftermath of his plea, questions about his future persist. The music industry, familiar with tales of redemption, remains unforgiving, and the rapper's trajectory reflects the sobering consequences of one's choices. If you enjoyed this video, click on the ones showing on your screen now to watch similar content.